And we're back. It's a new day of trading. Today's Tuesday. It's July 29th, 2025. 6:30 and the market's open. Let's get some levels set. Wait our first 5 minutes. We do have 7 o'clock news with a red label. Going to be waiting for that to come around first before entering into a trade. Alright, it is 6:35. We've got some really strong upward motion. Buyers really stepped up today. This actually is all-time high. So that's going to be fun to play with. Let's see. Get my 5-minute chart set. Alright, cool. So we got a 5-minute high with our pre-market high. 5-minute low, this previous day high, and then pre-market low right here, and then this is just a 15-minute upward trend line that we've been following since the open of Monday. Monday was a weird one. There was a big gap up pre-market, and then we came all the way back down to fill it, all for us just to come running back up. Alright, there's our break above our 5-minute high. If we get a little bit more displacement above here with a retest into our 5-minute high with more than enough time before 7 o'clock, I'll hop into a long and just let it hit the first two price targets. Not be greedy, but if we don't get that retest before like, let's say maybe like 6:45, then I'm just going to be waiting until it's 7 o'clock. We've got much better displacement. Getting a little bit of a retest. Back down into our 5-minute high here. Here's our retest into our 5-minute high with the break into it. Now I just need to see some strong price action to the upside with buyers having, so that was a candlestick close right above it. Wait for this candlestick to close, and need to see it close green above our 5-minute high for us to hop into a long. Alright, bummer. Did not close above the 5-minute high here. It is about 6:43. Unless we have really strong price action where the buyers can reclaim this level after this candlestick close, I'll probably hold off until our 7 o'clock news. We did, however, have really good displacement above our pre-market high and 5-minute high. And now we're retesting into our pre-market highs as well. There's the retest into the pre-market high. So by this point, 6:45, I got about 15 more minutes until 7 o'clock news. We are starting to see buyers step back in where we retested into the pre-market high and bouncing. We have not the strongest price action. I'm going to see how this candle reacts. And I might hop into a long. 15 minutes would still be enough time for us to complete a move before the 7 o'clock news. We're getting weak price action to the upside though. Might see another continuation downwards if the sellers can break through this little support here. Retesting the pre-market highs again. Seems like the sellers are really in control right now. Couldn't hold the 5-minute high and couldn't hold the pre-market highs, which is alright. We're at all-time highs. There's got to be a bit of a pullback sometimes. So at this point, we're just going to wait for our 7 o'clock news, wait for the event to pass, and then see if we could hop into a long or a short. We have broken into our 5-minute low. We broke through the previous day high. We broke the 15-minute upward trend line. And now we're breaking into pre-market lows as well. About 10 more minutes until we have our news event. We are now retesting into our pre-market lows with what looks like some strong price action to the upside. Right now we're retesting both the previous day high and our 15-minute trend line here and having weak price action to the downside. If we didn't have 7 o'clock news, I'd like to see us at least retest back into this 5-minute low and we'd hop into a short. Everything is pointing to the downside right now. We've broken all of our support levels. We've had some pretty strong red candles, big red body candles to the downside too. All of our EMAs are pushing downwards, so it's leading me to believe that we will be probably entering into a short after the news settles, so I'll just wait and see. There's a retest into the 5-minute low. We had a weird pop of a candle, wicked up really fast. A lot of pressure built up here and just popped upwards. Sellers did step back in and brought it below both the 5-minute low and our previous day high. And then we had another candlestick close right below again the 5-minute low. We've got 1 minute left until 7 o'clock news. 7 o'clock, and the news is being announced right now. Pending, 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 pending. Nice. And there's the news. Let's wait for this candlestick to close. We have candlestick close below our 5 minute, below our 5 minute. I want to see if this will close below our 5 minute, and we'll hop into a short. We're getting weak price action to the downside. Sellers are pushing us down.
Order submitted.
We need the sellers to break through our pre-market low and hold the level below it for us to hit our first price target, which would be the low of day. Right now we do have an upward trend that is kind of forming. However, we have this larger downward trend I want to see continue. Ooh, have to move my stop loss. Stop loss is going to be a little bit a break above the candle that broke our 5 minute low. Approaching low of day along with our first price target. We broke that upward trend. Buyers are trying to hold the low of day. We are retesting the pre-market lows now. Hopefully this will act as resistance and allow us to hit our first price target. On the 5 minute chart, we have a 200 EMA that is rounding out right here. So we actually bounced right off the 200 EMA with this candle. That's why we're seeing a little bit of this reaction from the buyers. I do believe that the sellers are still a lot more in control, and we're going to start to see some more weak price action with our pre-market high here. We're continuing to follow our downward trend.
Order canceled.
Nice. Hit our first price target. Let's see a flush down to our second. Let's move the stop loss at least to break even. Again, bounced off of that 200 EMA on the 5 minute, and then we are retesting into our pre-market lows along with this downward trend line. Let's see the sellers step back in, push this down. Ideally, if we get a candlestick close below our pre-market low and this trend line, then hopefully we could hit another leg down. If not, it's alright. I moved my stop loss up to a little bit after break even. That way we'll collect some profit regardless. So that was a candlestick close below our pre-market low again. 1, 2, 3. Could adjust this a tad. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points right now on this downward trend line. Hasn't quite broken structure yet. This right here is where we need the sellers to have this close below our pre-market low. If we get a close above it, we're probably going to hit our stop loss in the next couple candlesticks. I need this to close below because, oh perfect, there we go, that was the close below. So we just completed a 5 minute candle that was all below our pre-market lows. So the sellers are still in control here. Ideally, I want to see us break this low of day and continue down. Buyers aren't giving up though, they are kind of stepping back in. Again, I can move my trend line just a tad, slightly adjusting it, still have 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points. There's our first close above the pre-market low. Buyers are starting to step back in and reclaim. We are getting stronger price action to the upside. This wick was a little bit longer than the body itself that was green. Oh, here comes my
Order canceled.
Alright, well, we got stopped out. Didn't get to hit our second price target. We did hit our first. We are retesting into the previous day high right now, along with, I wonder what's going to happen if we retest into our 5-minute low. I might have moved my stop loss up a little too tight. If this candlestick closes red, the sellers are still in control. Oh, see, the sellers are still in control of this area right here. I might hop into one more short. I still feel like we have a little bit more room for it to go. I'm gonna wait and see. Let's still have 3 touch points. I want to see this candlestick close below our pre-market lows. Alright, well, that is our previous day high. Again, some really strong price action to the upside. Looks like buyers are starting to step back in. We took our one trade, made a decent amount of money, so I really don't need to be in anything else. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.